through what the last couple of years have been like? I mean, how do you go from being the 5th round pick to being waived to now, what, a year and a half later, you're a Pro Bowler? Can you just take us through all that and what the emotions of that are?
Yeah, I mean, you think you go through the whole process of kind of how you got here. Just my process back to college, being lucky enough, fortunate enough to be drafted, going through that process, up and down rookie year. You learn a lot of what not to do, what to do. I think it's a big growing year, and for me especially, it's a big growing year. And then coming back that next year, I feel like you put in the work, you change some stuff, and you feel like you're in a good spot, and then you get waived, and then you go through workouts, not getting calls, and then finally signing to Indy's practice squad and being there for 8-9 weeks. All the while just knowing deep down in your heart that you're a starter in this league and that you deserve to be playing on Sundays, and just sticking to your guns and really believing in yourself, and having a wife and a family that are supporting you the whole way, believing in you as well. And just making sure that when I did get back out on that field, I was going to make the most of it. And thankful for the Rams to give me that opportunity. And I can't say enough about this team, coaches, the confidence they've given me, my O-line up front doing the dirty work, blocking, Johnny Hecker and Matt Orzek snapping and holding the ball. They're great. I love working here. I love coming to work every day. And so it's just an honor to receive this. And it's really a testament to the group that we have here.
Where were you when you learned that you were selected, and what was your reaction in that moment?
I just left. I was still in the building getting some treatment. I think it was the day after our game on Tuesday, or one of the days. I don't know. It was recently. I'll say that. And artist texted me, and just kind of gave me the news, broke it to me, and I just took a second, had to reread the text on my phone a little bit and just let it sink in. I mean, it's crazy. I've been through a lot in a short amount of time, and just honored and blessed to receive this honor.
Cool. Congratulations.
Jordan.
Hey, Matt. When was the first day that you felt like this was the place for you?
Maybe before I was even here. I mean, the relationship immediately with Jake McQuaid and Johnny Hecker, we exchanged a few texts when I was in Indy. Just the fact that they would even reach out to me and express interest and like, hey, we're trying to get you here. I was like, wow, that says something about these guys. That's pretty cool. And then to play that first game, going back to Tampa Monday night and just showing that this team fully supported me that game. I had to miss that game as well. And to just immediately after that miss, see that Sean, Johnny, all the guys, like, hey, we got you. And I'd known these guys. I didn't even know their names, some of their names, but I mean, to just show that belief and that support immediately was like, wow, this is a good group. It's a special place. And was able to, because of their confidence that they gave me, it gave me confidence to come back out and hit another field goal that game that helped us get the win down in Tampa. But I mean, it was very quick that I felt like, this is a place that I want to be and could be. So long before I was maybe even in LA.
Did you remember, obviously everyone was on Zoom and rotating through. Did you remember Sean McVay's reaction in his press conference? You walked in as he was leaving the press conference and he was very excited about you. Do you remember what he said?
No, last year?
Yeah, last year he made a comment about like your bench press or something. Like he was really excited just that sentiment. What did that mean for you? Kind of feeling maybe a little bit of security in that moment.
Yeah, I think he said something like "Kicker's Jack, man" or something, which is false. But Sean is awesome. Sean, the way he is a player's coach, relates with the players, talks to the players. That interaction is something that I feel like is special, and it's not everywhere in the league. And so I just feel like you have that relationship where you can talk to him, go to him at any point in time, and that he can, will just chat it up with you about football or not about football, that he cares is something special. So to have that in a head coach, I mean, I speak about him and the guys on this team that is where a lot of your confidence comes from. I mean, you've got a lot of confidence in yourself and your ability and what you can do, which I do, but to have your teammates and your coach also, believe in you and give you that confidence is big.
Thanks, Matt. Congratulations.
Thanks, Jordan. Appreciate it.
Nick.
Hey, Matt, congratulations on making the Pro Bowl.
Thanks, Nick.
You've had thus far, I've had a really great year, only missing one field goal. But can you talk just a little bit about the work ethic and what goes into your preparation to make sure that you are that guy that they need to count on Sundays or whenever the team plays?
Yeah, I think a lot of it starts with kind of what I was going back to talking to Jordan is confidence, is just a deep down sense of belief that you are that guy, that you have the ability, that you're sure of who you are. And confidence is to me is the big thing that separates guys or will benefit guys in this league, that you believe that you can play, you can do that. And when you go out on Sundays, that there's no doubt, you can do it. You've done it before and you go out there and perform. But going into the preparation, the work, I mean, you just, especially as a kicker, it's a game of inches. I mean, if one thing's off on a long field goal, it could be a ways off at the end result. So just being able to be as consistent as you possibly can be throughout the week, making sure that routine, that weekly routine, the daily routine is consistent, that you're paying attention to the little details, and just making sure that you ride the waves, because there's definitely some waves in this league and it goes up and down. So making sure that you build off, kicks going through, like you build off that confidence and ride those high waves and try to stay level through it all.
You talk about being a part of the culture, obviously guys that pretty much, welcomed you into the Rams culture, but how much fun are you just having just thus far and just going through what you have to go through and the motions and actually, kicking long field goals and getting the crowd involved when you guys are at home at SoFi? Like, how much fun is that for you?
Oh, so fun. I mean, speaking of daily work, I love coming to work. I love working with Johnny and Matt. I mean, we have a great relationship. We probably have too much fun. We laugh, we joke, we have a great time, but I respect those guys because when it's time to go to work, we work and we hold each other accountable. But it's a real joy to come into the building and work and be with these guys. They're not just teammates, they're friends. I really enjoy being around them and the whole team. I mean, it's such a good vibe, such a good culture, and it starts from the top. I mean, Sean instills it from his leadership and the way he goes about things, and we enjoy ourselves. And I think that's what brings the best ball out. I mean, when guys are really having fun, you enjoy who you're working with, you can look across the field and say, that's my guy, we're going to work. I think that's when the best football comes out. You go out there open-minded and free, and you can be able to just play and let loose. So that's a special culture we have here, and it goes out to everybody who contributes to that, every single player on this team.
Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Nick.
Gary.
Hey, Matt, congratulations on the Pro Bowl.
Thank you.
So 28 of 29, one from being perfect. Do you think at all, does it ever go back to that miss and you think you revisit that? If you had made it, you would be perfect, or is that just history and you've moved on?
I don't even remember missing it, Gary. No, I obviously know. I think that was it's probably a key moment in the season for me where I had to, make a switch. So no, I don't look back and wish I would have been perfect, because I think the reason I've been able to, be blessed to be as consistent as I am as of late has been because of that. That game was a kind of a down game for the whole team. Things weren't going our way. It was a frustrating game. I think your mind kind of gets in that whole mode. And looking back at that, it was just a kick that, I almost went through the motions on it, where it was like, I got caught up in everything. And I think that was a big clicking moment for me to be like, that can't happen again. You gotta be locked in. You be focused on every single kick, extra point, field goal. Doesn't matter. These games are coming down to the wire. Every point matters. And so, you know, sometimes you need those moments, those reality checks to kind of click in. And so I don't even look back to that. I'm focused every single day on what's next, one kick at a time. That's kind of my mentality is just one kick at a time, next game, taking it step by step.
And then finally from me, you know, you guys haven't been in a position necessarily where you guys have needed a last second field goal to win it, which is a good thing, I think, you probably from a kicker's perspective. But from your kicker's perspective, do you want to be in that moment as a kicker? Do you want to have a situation where you can decide the game in the last second?
100%. I mean, obviously we haven't been in those situations, which is good, like you said. But yeah, I mean, I feel like to be in that moment, that's what you kind of, you know, you dream of. I've been on the other side of it as well, where it's not gone your way and you kind of want redemption from it. You feel like you've done it before and you've had times where it hasn't gone your way. So you definitely want that moment where, you know, it's you, that's what you dream about. That's what, as you're the kid, you pretend about, you know, counting down the clock and hitting that as time expires. So it's definitely a moment. I think you have to have the confidence to want that, you know, to want that moment and welcome that in and be able to accept that, you know, some of these times these games are going to be down to you. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I welcome that. I hope that I hope we're not in that position because I hope a team's doing well. But if that ever comes along, that yeah, I would love to have one of those.
Thanks very much.
Thanks, Gary.
Kevin.
Hey, Matt, congratulations.
Thanks,
you've been automatic for, I think, 20 in a row now, but you're not a robot. I'm sure every kick is a little different from your perspective. Is there one among those 20 that stands out to you as having been especially challenging or satisfying?
Honestly, Kevin, no. I mean, it's just one kick at a time. It's just every kick every kick to me, I feel like they say try to treat every kick the same. Every kick's not the same. Every kick is different. It's different situation in a game. It's different emotions. It's gonna be a different snap, different hold. You know, they're different variables, different wind, things like that. So just being open to adjusting to that, being able to, you know, be locked into the situation that you're called upon to go out there and make that kick. One kick, the next one, 21st on that list is the next one. Go to that.
And do you think about the streak? I'm wondering, have you had a streak like this at other levels?
I have no idea. I think I went on a decent streak in college. Yeah, I don't know. I think I went on a decent streak in college. We'll see.
We'll look it up.
Maybe you can find it. Yeah, I don't know.
Thanks.
All right, we wrap up with you, Stu.
Hey, Matt, I'm wondering who the first person you called or texted or communicated with was after you finally processed being named to your first Pro Bowl and, you know, everything kind of settled in.
My wife, 1,000% was sorry, guys. My wife was the first person I called because she's seen me through times that have been rough, been tough, the lowest of lows. I mean, she sees you at your most vulnerable. She's been there to support and love through those times. She's also been the one to get me out of it and be a little hard on me when I need to be told to like, get going. And so, she's the real champ behind this is because she's the one who keeps me going. She's the one who's been there through everything, the good and the bad. She's the one that sacrifices a lot, especially being apart. I mean, she's back in Utah with the kids right now. And so she takes a lot of that sacrifice, as well as my kids take a lot of that sacrifice. So yeah, just thankful to have her in my life and just grateful for.
Appreciate you sharing that. And I also wanted to ask too, if is there anything that you or even you and your family have as far as traditions for celebrating, personal milestones or accomplishments like this, whether it's football, otherwise, anything like that? Or have you come up with a new one, I guess, now with it being your first Pro Bowl?
No, I mean, we're a pretty tight family. So her family is pretty close. My family's pretty close. And so just being able to share the news, she was pretty eager to tell her family and get the news out and stuff like that. And they've all been awesome about congratulating me and supporting me. But we're pretty simple people. Good news, eat some chocolate, celebrate, get some dessert or something like that, get a good meal. That's the extent of what we go for. So
That sounds nice. Congratulations and thank you.
thanks, Stu.